the Echo, take 2.
Did you call for this snow? Because this is absolutely perfect.
We really enjoy working with the folks at Princess Auto, and in particular, Carolyn. Carolyn's been a huge supporter of everything that we've done. She's always contributed a lot of great thoughts to making the product even better. And when we came up with this idea this year of the ice fishing build, she was right on board. She thought it'd be perfect.
Play the last one back again. Yeah, that one right there, really.
When we were talking about coming up with an idea for this year, we decided, maybe we should do something that's winter themed. And conversations kind of continued to lead from one idea to the next, and we ended up landing on the Lazy Fisherman.
See, Princess Auto sponsors Sportsnet's Grand Slam of Curling, and this is a tournament that runs from September through to April. So we thought this would be the perfect commercial to have a winter theme that really appeal to not only that winter audience, but also what a lot of Canadian outdoorsmen love to do, ice fishing. And what we wanted to do is we wanted to showcase, how can someone utilize the products from Princess Auto and make that even a more enjoyable experience. As we were going through the process of sort of evaluating who could be our next builder, it wasn't long before we all sort of turned to each other and said, you know what, we've got the perfect guy, Richard. Richard is a guy that we've known for a long time. He's friends of the show, and he's been working with us for a number of years, coming out and supporting the events that we do. And Richard is a guy that likes to tinker. Exceptionally creative, exceptionally smart, and we thought, why don't we give Richard the opportunity to see if he'd like to sort of contribute to this build.
I was excited about being asked to do this first build. I've never done anything like that in my life before, and I was excited to do it.
So the storyline for this commercial is really focused on ice fishing. And the story starts off with our fisherman in his cabin reminiscing back to some of the best moments of fishing. As he's sort of reminiscing, he's also recalling that going ice fishing isn't necessarily the most enjoyable, and it can be actually pretty labor intensive. So our fisherman, being the inventive, think out of the box type of guy, decides that he's going to go and build the ultimate go anywhere, do anything fishing mobile. And utilizing the products and tools from Princess Auto, he's able to put this together in no time at all.
So this is how you not ice fish.
That's the way that someone that wants to do a little bit too much work fishes. Lazy Fisherman builds crazy contraptions to go fishing. Hey Richard? Right.
I shop at Princess Auto a minimum of twice a week through my work. And I'm in there all the time. You can go in and build something from scratch. You don't have to hunt here, hunt there. You can get it all under one roof. It's so nice to shop there. And I finally have a chance to build something, basically do whatever I want to do.
And what we wanted to do is we took a base vehicle, and that's an Argo. And for anyone that's never seen an Argo before, it's an amphibious vehicle that can go over land, water, all types of rough terrain.
I was kind of like, what's an Argo? But after I Googled it and looked at pictures and watched some videos, I thought it was just the coolest thing that I had ever seen. It's like a tank that can go over land, over snow, through water, whatever. Nothing seemed to be able to stop this thing.
So what we wanted to do is we wanted to outfit it with a plow blade, but more reminiscent of what you see on big trains that clear big, massive piles of snow. This thing would just basically just go pow right through it.
A straight blade just pushes the snow straight ahead, and it gets bigger and bigger. The V blade splits it in two and goes to both sides of the Argo when you hit a bank. And you can move a lot more snow. You can make a roadway. It's a way to go.
Once he's at the ice fishing hole, obviously the goal is we need to sort of drill that hole so we can get ice fishing.
For Alpha, take 1.
We made it hook into the receiver so it was removable and had a pivot point, and it folded right up into the back of the machine. It took some geometry to make everything work, believe me. We made a control panel that housed all the functions from one place. Some were hydraulic functions and some were pneumatic. And then we thought, well, we have to go over and reach the throttle. So we made up an air throttle for it, which you could run from the very same spot. And it just all came together.
Oh, good. Got it. You nailed it.
Now with the hole drilled, the next thing you need to do is you need to get to basically jigging, trying to get that fish. But the Lazy Fisherman wants to take the easy route out of this.
No, the jigger, when I started working on it, it was kind of a separate little project from the Argo, but it plugged in with a quick coupler. And there's an air controller on it for the speed.
And so it would jig up and down, and as soon as the fish hit the line, he would bring the fish in and it would take no time at all to get that fish.
He's got to have a good right toe to operate.
Richard, a little bit more enthusiasm, like I got a fish on.
Shooting the commercial is the first one I have ever done, and it's time consuming, it's fun, it's work, and you have to be creative at times, but it was fun.
The attention to detail that Richard really gave this build was top notch, and it's something that I think anyone that watches the commercial is really going to appreciate. It's a very, very clean build, exceptionally well thought out.
Our customers love these commercials, the Supporting Possibilities commercials, because it gets them thinking. It inspires them. They're like, oh, you know, that's a great idea. You know what? I want to fish in the winter too on really bad days. Maybe this is something that I can build. And maybe it's not exactly what they end up doing, but it gets them thinking and it gets their juices going. And they just love to see the crazy machines that we end up coming up with.
Some people see the world a little differently. Where others see problems, they see possibilities. And they have the curiosity and ingenuity to turn those light bulb moments into awesome realities. We know who you are.
How's that, Brad?
Good. Winter Wonderland.